Mm. Is this shit still live? Hello. Hello. Hey. Hmm. Mm. Bro, what the actual fuck? Bro, bro. Oh my fucking god, bro. Mm, 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 mm. Uh, who that? Fox Warrior Gaming 4. Appreciate the follow, man, on the kick. Appreciate it, man. I don't know why they come up on the stream, bro. This is a rebroadcast. I'm just trying to. Well, first of all, how are you? How you doing? Uh, uh, our response times are slower than user. We're working hard to get. Okay. Bank, bro. What's up, my boy? They appreciate the follow, beast. Hell yeah. I'm a. I'm reload. What the fuck going on? Thanks for the follow, bro. I'm excited. I played a little bit today and yesterday. I didn't play enough, but the beta, I think the beta's ending. I clicked on the thing or whatever. I'm gonna try it one more time, but I got some clips. I'm just watching my old stream from today and just making some clips, and I can just upload them, on my platforms and shit. But hey, hold on, let me pause this because I'm gonna get turned from this shit. All right, all right. So what I was doing? Yeah, I'm excited for the Gears reloaded, but I'm so used to the movement being so different, so I'm getting adjusted to everything and like the I don't know shit. It's just takes some adjustment to get used to. Are you ready? And like damn, even though it's a beta, first off, like why the fuck is the game so damn janky? You know what I'm saying? It feel like so jittery. Like it's supposed to be polished. Like I don't know how. I guess I don't know how this shit work, but it's cool. I can't wait. I'm finna go crazy. I'm finna be playing this for a minute. All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. I'm back. Shit. I'm gonna get your ass here. Ah! GG. Mm. The fuck?
Marcus, why he ain't ask Marcus?
Oh yeah, I did a nasty ass. Oh yeah, I had to hit him with the. Oh yeah, yeah. I gotta clip this one right here. Hit it with the woo. Oh shit. All right, boom, clip,
Gas satu madre ninja.
clip. I just went fucking nuts. Quick little 3-piece. Something slight. Boom. Hit it with the boom. I bet. Okay. That's one. Yo.
Move him out. They close that nigga cut.
Nani? The fuck?
Oh my god.
You sound like right.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, left. And, oh, fuck.
Them hoes is straight messy, man. I can't believe this shit. They did that to me. She ain't know them kicks. She out here cutting up. Oh man, shit. That's G Phaser right there. God damn. Oh my god, bro. I gotta follow my boy back.
Oh, no.
Uh, this. Pop it, drop it, pop it, drop it. Hey, hey. How they kicking shit? Yeah, I got my feet up.
Okay, perros.
GG's, man. You played well, Pedro.
Okay. Doggies. This is for phone only.
Hit that follow for you,
Gotta
my
click.
boy.
Oh, I can't.
Mm. Gone. That's right. Your shit probably broke. I'm like, bro, me out of retirement.
Ah, leaving.
Yeah, that's what I like, man. I miss Gears so much. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. It's been crazy out the game.
Get it. Sniper City.
That boomy. Gotta go. Get it. I got you.
Yep. Frag.
Oh, shit.
Damn it.
Damn.
That boy wanted to die.
this one.
Yeah.
Drop it. Drop it.
Him boy getting that work.
Shit. I'm gonna run with you, sniper.
Hey, look your top. Fuck that bitch ass over. Yep. Yep, put some back. Put some back. Yep, put some back. Where we going? Where we going?
Fuck made this. It's not epic no more. Lock and load. Shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh shit, he did it. Okay. Keep that up. We need that. The fire squad going up.
Oh, they behind us.
They behind us? Alright, bet. Oh shit. Are you kidding me? God, damn. Fuck. I don't keep oh, and it's different. Pop it, drop it, pop it, drop it, pop it. Hey, hey. I got my feet up. Yeah, I ain't kicking shit. Yeah.
There we go. My God.
Crack, crack, crack.
I've been kicking shit. Yeah, and my feet up.
Dumbass. Look at that.
Boom, they got boom.
They got boom.
That was a little stiff. I'm gonna clip that just to be fucking toxic. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I gotta fucking.
Look at that. They got boom.
Yeah, that's it. Let's go back and see.
That's what I was waiting on. Time to die, baby.
Pop it, drop it. Hey.
Get him. Yup.
They up top. Dang. Easy work.
This name must be on PlayStation.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
That boy tired of me, boy. Oh, get up. I'm about to down your ass.
Damn.
Hey. Pop it, drop it.
You about to be. Fuck out of here. Show yourself.
It's my shit, boy. Bro, it's my shit. And my feet up. And I've been kicking shit, yeah.
God, that
Hell yeah.
Wait, hold on. Is that a 3-piece?
God, that
That's one. Oh, shit. Hold on. Alright, that's all. One, two, three. What the fuck? Okay. Boom. Body. It's one. Boom. Boom. Oh. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Okay. shit, I said a quick little 2 piece. No, that was a 3 piece. Oh, I got some clips.
And just camping back here.
I'll take
One
those.
v one.
Y'all scared of something? Scared of something?
Same car, same car. Hey, these dudes done gave up, bro. They using lances.
Get up!
Just say. Yo, that fucking locust. I just be kicking shit. Yeah, I got my feet up.
F behind
Mm. Mm.
Damn. Good lord. Good lord. Understand. Murder. Got a torch on him?
Motherfucker doing kung fu flips and shit.
Okay.
pop it. Oh, fuck, bro. Put that shit down.
Your head's gone. Shit. Hey, what the hell's the matter with you? Taking. That shit hurt. Got him.
Mm.
Run, run, run. Oh,
Mm.
run, run,
I
run.
got a couple hoes. Gotta keep it pimping.
Enemy spotted.
Damn, bro. I'm saying hoes just be. At least with the game, we got body. We good. Oh yeah, we two-piece motherfucker. That bitch. My mama. Two-piece.
Yo, y'all slay some people for me?
Knocked out.
How you have negative 44? The fuck?
How the fuck he get negative 44? He must have killed himself or something.
That boom's about to come back.
check him. Oh, he got off.
Then that or stream.
All right. Guess I got my clips. Okay. Hold on. It's my shit right here. All right. What should I name this? Ding, 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 ding.
God, that
Dun, 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 dun.
easy work. That's what I was waiting on. Time to die, baby.
Get him. Yup.
They up top. Camping. Dang.
Where's your head?
Easy work. That's what I was waiting on. Time to die, baby.
Let me put that all caps.
Get him. Yup.
They up top. Camping. Dang. Easy work. That's what I was waiting on. Time to die, baby.
Get him. Yup.
They up top. Camping. Dang. Easy work.
Pawns on me, dude.
Dumbass. Get that.
Pawns on me, dude.
Dumbass. Get that.
Toxicity? That's the word?
Pawns on me, dude.
Dumbass. Get that.
Vengas a tu madre, ninja.
Yo.
Muy mal, muy
Haha.
mal. I knew.
Right here, he over here. Oh, he did.
Ah, ninja. Vengas a tu madre, ninja.
Yo.
Uh, how can I name this? I had it in me. I had it.
Dumbass. Dead ass. Boom, we got boom.
Two of these old. Uh. Mm. I don't know. I'm stuck at the name. Shit. Word once. Uh. Hmm. Why? Oh, it's my shit.
Oh.
Muy mal, muy
Haha.
mal. I knew.
Right here, he over here. Oh, he did.
Ah, ninja. Vengas a tu madre, ninja.
Yo.
Wipe me down.
Haha.
Wipe me down, cause I'm on.
Apple just announced iOS 26, the biggest redesign in years. Can you say
Liquid glass. Liquid glass.
Liquid glass.
which sounds like some sort of new vodka? And no, you didn't miss iOS
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, or 25.
Apple's now naming these after years. Except it's doing the car maker thing and going with the coming year. Let's break down 26 others. iOS,
Liquid glass.
Liquid glass.
which sounds like some sort of new vodka. And no, you didn't miss iOS
19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, or 25.
Apple's now naming these after years. Except it's doing the car maker thing and going with the coming year. Let's break down 26 of the biggest features for iOS 26. Just joking.
Wow. So they ditching the motherfucking they ditching the goddamn I guess they just ditching the motherfucker. Sorry.
We're doing 5. Number 1, the redesign.
Liquid glass is translucent and behaves just like glass in the real world.
Okay, it's a lot of Apple hyperbole, but the OS does look really sleek. The whole lock and home screen has a new design. Even the app icons can be customized with a glass look. And many popular apps, Camera, Safari, and more, have been redesigned too. The goal is to make the screen look and feel bigger.
Web pages now flow edge to edge to the very bottom of the screen, enabling you to see more of the page. As you scroll, the tab bar dynamically shrinks to put your content front and center.
Say bye-bye to this camera app.
We're giving Camera a new, more intuitive design. A simplified and streamlined design elevates the 2 capture modes that you use most, photo and video.
This design language is coming to macOS, iPadOS, CarPlay, and more. But remember iOS 7?
It has a whole new structure.
And that redesign pissed people off big time.
What's different?
Everything.
Well, you're just gonna have to get used to it.
No, I don't want it.
Of course, people got over it. But change is hard. Number 2, phone stuff. Call screening automatically answers a call from an unknown number in the background.
That nigga was raw as fuck.
And requires the caller to say who they are.
Once the caller shares their name and the reason for their call, your phone rings. And you can view their response and pick up or ignore.
Then there's Hold Assist. It detects when there's hold music, and it will sit on hold for you and let you know when a human has come on the line.
Oh,
And then
shit.
there's live translation. It will translate right as the caller speaks.
Une pincée de vanille et de l'eau de fleur d'oranger à la pâte, c'est ça mon secret.
The future
And
is
yes,
here.
this is all Apple playing catch up to Google and Samsung. Number 3, messages.
We're also bringing a highly requested feature, typing indicators for your group chats, which lets you know who is about to chime in.
All right, can I get a finally for that one? Apple's also adding polls to group messages, and you can change the background of the messages. Number 4, AI stuff. You know how many times we heard about Siri?
Mm. Shit, I don't know what the fuck. Let's check the tags. Gotta keep it pimping. Better couple hoes. Gotta simple. Pop it, drop it, pop it, drop it.
There's a chance that you're getting
Siri today?
Siri.
2 times. That's a big change from last year. But Apple did talk about how it's
Siri.
Number 4, AI stuff. You know how many times we heard about Siri today?
Siri.
2 times. That's a big change from last year. But Apple did talk about how it's bringing Apple Intelligence to more parts of its operating systems. The biggest one, visual intelligence. Now, when you take a screenshot, it will give you an option to search those images and even discuss them using built-in ChatGPT. And Apple opened its on-device large language models to developers, so apps can now tap into offline AI features. Still, Apple's looking really behind in AI, and it's clear it didn't really want to talk about it today. Number 5, small stuff. Sometimes the most exciting stuff is buried on this slide. You can customize the snooze time in an alarm. And there's an alert to clean your camera lens when it's dirty. Another Android feature I love. Also, CarPlay is getting a big redesign and will include widget. Another Android has the snooze time in an alarm. Sometimes the most exciting stuff is buried on this slide. You can customize the snooze time in an alarm. And there's an alert to clean your camera lens when it's dirty. Another Android feature I love. Also, CarPlay is getting a big redesign and will include widgets. So who is getting iOS 26 and when? As per usual, it's going to come out this fall to everyone, but it will be in public beta in July. It's coming to phones as far back as the iPhone 11. Hey Siri, you still alive in there? You good?
Fucking window. Oh, okay. Adding my feet up.
Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zolotech, and today Apple released iOS 26 Beta 1 re-release or revision. iOS 26 Beta 1 re-release is available to developers and only available on iPhone 15 and iPhone 16 models. So if you have an iPhone 15 or 16 running the first beta, you'll see the new update. If you have one of the older supported devices, iPhone 12, iPhone 11, the update won't be there. But this update came in at a much smaller 575.8 megabytes compared to what we had with the initial 15 gigabyte install. And as far as what's new, let's first take a look at the build number and then we'll talk about what's new. We have a new and easy way to get into the About section by going to General, Software Update, go to More Details, and it brings us right into the build number. You can see the build number is 23A5260U. And this particular build does seem to have a change, but there is no modem update, so they haven't seemed to change that at all. Now, the first thing initially I thought they changed was the control center. Some were reporting that it was easier to see, that the background blur was more, and I'm not really seeing that so much. If I take a look at the iPhone 11, you can see it side by side with the previous version on it, and maybe the stroke around the icons is a little bit different, but we have the same wallpaper, the same settings and everything else, so let me know what you think. Some of the frosted glass, maybe the icons themselves have better blur, but let me know what you think in the comments below. However, if you don't like this sort of translucency at all, you can disable this by going into Settings, go into your accessibility settings. So if we go back here, go into accessibility, go to display and text size, and then turn on reduce transparency. If we go back home, then go into the control center, you'll see it removes that. The same is true for the folders as well. So if you don't like the transparency, you can enable that. If you do like it and you like the liquid glass look, just leave it alone, and then you can, of course, utilize that. I would imagine Apple will update this more and more as people report issues with it, or they report whether or not they like it or not. The next thing that seems to be updated is the speed in which we get information from the battery. If we go into settings and then battery, you can see that it was last charged. I've been trying this out. Plug it in right away. It shows up. Give it just a moment, and then it should give us time to finish charging. And you'll see it's much faster to fill out the graph and then the time to charge to 80 and 100%. There's also an update when you connect AirPods again for the first time, where it gives you that new splash screen that we got when we initially installed it. So not only does it connect and give me the information, but then I saw the splash screens all over again. And you can see those here where it talks about charging reminders, pause media on sleep, camera control, and then we have the option to enable pause media when I fall asleep. So that popped up right away, and also it popped up right away that it was time to charge my other AirPods. So again, that's a new notification. It just reconnected and then gave me that information right away. Now, as far as anything else new, well, so far we haven't really found anything. We still have all the gestures and things. There's still some bugs and issues, and keep in mind this is not a stable release. This is an early beta. It's not recommended for your own personal devices, so if you're worried about that, I would not install it at this point. But we'll talk about that in just a moment. And also make sure you're using the feedback app. This is something that's crucial. You get to try this out early and then provide feedback. And if you find additional bugs that are not listed in the release notes, then you can report them. And sometimes if it's something that they're not aware of or they're finding some odd issues, they'll communicate back with you and work with you on fixing that issue. Apple's actually pretty good with that. But if we go to the release notes, on the public-facing release notes, you'll see there's all sorts of things from new features to known issues such as AirPlay, where you might experience audio issues when using auto mix with AirPlay. Lots of known issues here, and that's again because it's an early beta. It's not complete. Apple's made that aware, and you'll see here if you're having one of these issues and it's not listed here, go ahead and report it in feedback. Otherwise, I would ignore it for now, and they're continually working on this. As far as overall performance, well, with this update, I noticed right away that it definitely seems to be more performant. Opening up apps, having things load, they seem less likely to freeze up. There's definitely some stutter throughout, but it so far seems to be a little bit better. I haven't really noticed any difference with things such as ProMotion and scrolling, but in general, I would say that this re-release surprisingly seems to be good, especially for just installing. So that's a positive note. As far as battery life, well, that always takes a few days to measure, but over the past few days using the first beta, this is definitely not good battery life. Some people report great battery life, but I actually haven't seen that myself. So if we go into battery, give it a second to load again, you'll see under battery health, I'm at 100% with 228 cycles, and then you can see additional details here. So if we scroll down, you can see view all battery usage and go back and forth. And it does seem to look like it's a little bit different as well, but you'll see here 111% usage yesterday and only 3 hours and 48 minutes of screen active time. The day before, 3 hours again with 82% usage. So again, not great battery life. It's an early beta. I don't really count that against it. So if you're wondering if you should install iOS 26 Beta 1, I would say absolutely not. If you're on iOS 26 Beta 1 already, definitely install the re-release if you're on an iPhone 15 or 16 device. Outside of that, though, let's go ahead and take a look at the benchmarks. This actually surprised me a little bit. So we'll go into Geekbench 6, where it initially scored 3,428 for single core, 8,420 for multi-core. Keep in mind, this is right after installing it. This is much better than I would have expected, and compared to what we had before with previous releases, we had as high as 8,759 with iOS 18.5. So it's doing much better than I would have expected. Maybe they've fixed some things with the latest release here, but definitely a lot better. As far as the heat, well, it definitely gets hot from time to time. So hot, in fact, that I've rebooted it to slow it down. So that's something that seemed to happen to a lot of people. Again, not unusual for an early release. It's not available to the public yet. And by the time it is, they typically fix all of these issues. So let me know your experience so far in iOS 26 Beta 1. Let me know if you've installed the re-release as well. And of course, I'll link this wallpaper in the description like I normally do. So if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time. Hi everyone, Aaron here for Zollotech, and with the introduction of iOS 26, the initial What's New video had over 100 new features and changes, but there's been many more that have been found since, so I thought we'd go over about 20 to 30 more. Now the first thing is, if we go into Settings, go to General, and then Software Update, now that it's loading properly, you'll see it says More Details, and it says iOS is up to date. If we tap on More Details, it brings us right into the About page so we can see the build number. So that's a nice little touch, brings us right there. Now, Apple has updated the gesture for swiping back. Before, you had to swipe from the edge of the display to go back. This has been there forever. And now we can swipe from anywhere. So swipe from the middle of the display. We can swipe even from the far right of the display and go back. So it's nice that they've updated it and made it not just the edge of the display. Another gesture they've added has to do with the camera. When you're in the camera, just swipe up from the bottom to get your different options. So that's a nice new way, whether you're in photo or video. Again, you've got your different options there, switch back and forth, and if there's options available, just swipe up to access them, all with one finger. Something Apple has updated in Settings was supposed to be updated with iOS 18, but it looks like it's finally working properly in iOS 26. If we go into search, maybe search for CarPlay, you can see that we'll find what we're looking for now. So whether you're looking for CarPlay, you're looking for Call Quietly, Calculator, Announce Calls, all of the different settings are finally here and they seem to work properly. Now, another thing they've updated has to do with album artwork, especially on the lock screen. Now, I didn't show this in the initial What's New video because the album artwork is dependent on what the artist uploads. If it's a full screen album artwork, whether it's animated or not, it now
I just be kicking shit. Yeah, I got my feet up.
screen. Now, I didn't show this in the initial What's New video because the album artwork is dependent on what the artist uploads. If it's a full screen album artwork, whether it's animated or not, it now carries over to the lock screen. So if I press play on this NF album, go to the lock screen, you can see it carries across, and if it's animated, it will show as well. So that's sort of a really nice look, and if you lock the screen, you can see it here with the always on display. So it's a nice little touch, and hopefully they'll improve this even more. Maybe more artists will upload animated wallpapers and things for their album art. Now, when it comes to music, Apple Music now allows you to create playlist folders. So if we go into music itself, let's go into our artists here, we'll go into our library, and if we go into playlist, we can then go into our options here and create a new folder. So if we want to create a playlist folder, we can do that straight from here now, where it was a little bit more challenging before. And then, of course, I showed before where you can pin that information at the top if you want to do that, whether it's a song, artist, or album. CarPlay is getting a really nice update. If you're parked and the car is not moving, you'll be able to watch video on the CarPlay display. According to Apple, on this website here, I'll link it in the description if you want to check it out, AirPlay video in the car will enable people to watch their favorite videos from their iPhone right on their CarPlay display. So as long as you're not driving, you could do this, whether you're maybe parked and charging your car or just getting gas or just need to take a break, you'll be able to do that. Apple has also said it will be bringing pinch to zoom to supported cars finally. This is something Android Auto has had for a while, but when you're in Maps, you cannot pinch to zoom on CarPlay. You have to touch the plus or minus button to zoom, so this is something I can't wait to see. CarPlay apps that stream audio for live sporting events will now be able to show a scoreboard for the game as well on the CarPlay display. So lots of updates coming soon. Of course, we'll need some updates from the app developers as well. Siri also gets an update this time around, and sorry if I triggered your devices there, but if we look for Siri, we now have a new Siri icon. If we go into Siri, it doesn't really do anything but bring us to the options. Some are actually seeing a Siri icon for their applications. So if you go into different areas of the OS, type for Siri, some people are actually seeing a Siri app icon, and then it just opens to a black display. So maybe they'll bring that back. Also, if you ask Siri to download an app, it will no longer bring you to the App Store. So let's see if we can do that. Download Pokemon Go. And you'll see it just pops open this little notification here, and we can download right away at the top. So it's a nice little convenience feature if you want to use that. If we go into the Reminders app, within a reminder, you now have the option not only to set the time of the reminder, but also the time zone for the reminder. So you'll see time zone here. It's currently set to my current time zone, Eastern time, but maybe we want something in, let's try the UK, United Kingdom. You'll see here that we now have London, United Kingdom. I could set it for that time zone, and now it's set for that specific time. So that's great that you can update your reminders based on that. Nice little addition there. Within the News app, if you use News Plus and you go to search, go under puzzles, we now have some new games. So we have Mini, Quartiles, Sudoku, Emoji Game, and Crosswords. So you can see those now if you subscribe to it and you're using iOS 26. Within the Tips app, there's an update. At the very bottom, there's now step-by-step guides where you can solve common issues, get device diagnostics, and support with fast solutions. We'll tap Continue, and now you can see software update, troubleshoot issues, sending and receiving email. You have battery options, so you can go in here, it will check your battery and get you the best options. So we'll give it just a moment to continue checking, and you'll see your battery settings. Your battery health is normal, but there are ways to extend your battery life. So we can go into our battery settings and then see some suggestions here on how to make things a little bit better. So this is a nice touch that they've added to the Tips app. Now, also to go along with battery, we have what some people are calling battery intelligence. If I go ahead and plug in my phone, I've shown this a little bit. So with the phone plugged in, you can see it says there's 36 minutes to charge to 80%, 1 hour and 51 minutes to charge to 100%. And if we lock the screen, we can actually see this when we unlock, 36 minutes to 80%. So it only shows for a moment, but it does show on the lock screen. That's something I didn't think was showing up, but it's very brief and you should see it there quickly. So I wish it would stay on a little bit longer or give us the option to show it regularly. Now, one thing you may have already noticed is we have a new developer app icon. So that has to go along with WWDC. Once you install iOS 26, the icon updates on its own. Now, if you do have a focus mode for your phone or something else, you'll have the option to set a SIM card focus to disable one of the SIM cards or enable another one. So maybe you have multiple SIM cards set up, you'll have that option. Unfortunately, I don't have multiple SIM cards, so you won't see it here, but let me know if you're actually seeing this as well if you're running the beta. Now in Mail, there's a couple additional options as well. One thing I don't like that they've actually changed is before you could just tap in the upper right, and then you could quickly select all of your different email that you wanted to delete or change the status of. You can use 2 fingers to do the same thing like you always could, but now you have an extra step where you have to go in and then tap select. So that's something I'm not that big of a fan of. Maybe they'll give us the option to change it, but it is a change. Now, if we go into messages, not only can you set backgrounds, but if we go into messages here at the bottom, anywhere you tap in the text entry box actually lights up and responds to your touch. So you can see that here. In addition to that, when you send a photo or video or something else in messages, it will actually show you the status of sending at the top. So let me send something here. So you can see the status at the top where it's sending this video, and if it's sending to an Android phone, it will show as green as well. When it comes to Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi Aware is now supported, and you can also now sync captive Wi-Fi portal login information across Apple devices. So if you're staying at a hotel using public Wi-Fi, maybe something that you visit regularly, it will now save that information. Of course, you could disable that and turn it off, but if you have public Wi-Fi in there, you should be able to see that across all your devices. If we go under accessibility and then we go under motion, for vehicle motion cues, there's additional options. So we now have the option to customize its appearance. So if we go into that, we can change the color of the dots, have larger dots, more dots. You'll see there if that helps you out, or just have dynamic patterns as well. So we have additional options where before it was just on or off. If you're using the Fitness app with Apple Fitness Plus, and you go to maybe the For You section of Fitness Plus and scroll down, you can see we have something new here. Not only do we have custom plans, but it's now giving you a schedule of that. So you'll see 3 days, 20 to 30 minutes a day, and we have a plan preview. So you can see all of this information here where it's suggesting all of this and sort of giving you a sort of custom workout based on what you would need. So I think that's a nice little addition, and then you can just create the plan based on what it suggests. Now, if we go into notes and then bring up the keyboard has been changed. We've talked about that before, but there's new haptics now if you're using QuickPath. So this is a keyboard in iOS 26. And so the haptics have changed when you actually use QuickPath. So it's sort of nice and just lets you know when you're pressing and letting off the keyboard itself. Also, if we select text, this is something they showed where we have sort of a dynamic bubble here. As we slide back and forth, it's sort of disappearing, but if you press and hold, it slides back and forth and is a dynamic preview of what you're selecting. So if we want to select this, move quickly, you can see it sort of expands in that liquid glass look, and it's easier to see. Now, another thing with accessibility that has a new notification look, which is pretty much system-wide, is if I use back tap. So I'll double tap there, you'll see back tap detected. So it's a little bit larger, it's set to open the control center, and you can see what it looks like as I tap the back of the phone. So it's just sort of a new look that they've updated it with to make it easier to see. Now, if we go ahead and play a video, there's a new look to it in a couple different ways. So maybe we'll go ahead and go into Apple's TV app here. So we'll go over to TV, and maybe we'll go to TV Plus, give it a second to load here. And we'll play this. You'll see we have all new controls that have the liquid glass design. So if we tap on it, bring it up, we've got a liquid glass sort of bubble with a play button, and the same is true for everything else. If we go into maybe a YouTube video, you can see here's my video playing from YouTube, and it looks again, it has that glass bubble look to it. So with picture-in-picture, you have the same sort of controls where you can pause and of course jump around. And of course it needs a little refinement, but you can see that it looks like glass and behaves like glass as well. Also, when you're on a phone call and maybe you get another phone call, so I'm calling myself on a different device, it actually has a different look to it. So let me go out of Do Not Disturb so you can see it. And we'll try it again. So we'll go ahead and call myself from a different number, give it a second, and you'll see it now pops in. Instead of being full screen, it shows at the top. So it's much easier to see, and then if we don't want to answer, we can swipe away. Also, when on a phone call, if you're calling someone and they pick up, it will then give you haptic feedback to let you know they've picked up. It also works in reverse when someone calls you or you pick up the phone. It's also much easier now to do custom ringtones. Now, if we go into Files, and maybe you've saved an audio file, go into one or press and hold on it, go to your share sheet here. We now have the option, if we go to More, to use it as a ringtone. So we can now use whatever audio file we have as a ringtone, but you'll probably want to adjust it to about 30 seconds or so. So that's something new that you can do directly from the OS instead of having to use iTunes to do it. Now within settings, under our phone settings, there's a new option to tap recents to call. It says start the call as soon as you tap a name or number in the recents list. So instead of going into options and then having to tap call, you can now just tap the actual name itself and it will call right away. And if we go into the phone app, you'll see my calls here. Just tap on it now and it will immediately call. So it's a nice little update if you want to turn that on. Now, if you're using AirPods with the latest iOS 26 beta, as well as the AirPods beta, there's a new splash screen you get that shows you the latest updates. So you'll see charging reminders, pause media on sleep, as well as use camera control. And then pause media when I fall asleep is an option now. Also in your options, if we go to General and then we go to AirPlay and Continuity, we now have an option to keep the audio in headphones. It says when using AirPods or other connected headphones, keep audio in your headphones when other playback devices like cars and speakers connect to the iPhone. So if you want to do that, enable that, and it will no longer just jump to whatever you're connecting to. Within General, if we scroll down, go to Screen Capture, we have new options to playback in HDR or SDR, as well as automatic visual lookup, CarPlay screenshots, and full screen previews. So a nice little update there with the HDR option if you want it to be in HDR. Within Safari, we have this new look where it's very minimal and sort of compact. Apple now allows us to customize this. If we go into settings, scroll down for our Safari settings, you'll see that we have compact, which is the current version. We have bottom, so this is what it looks like here when it's set to bottom. So as we scroll, it still disappears. But then if we go back, we can switch it to top. So we'll go back in here. Now it's at the top. And again, it sort of shrinks as we scroll. But if you don't like the look of it, you can then customize it. So again, back to compact, and we're back to the normal version. Another thing under Safari settings, if we go all the way to the bottom under advanced, you can see that we now have advanced tracking and fingerprinting protection for all browsing. So this is something that's new. You can turn this off if you'd like, but it just keeps you a little bit safer while you're browsing in Safari. If we go over into the Wallet app, within the Wallet app, they've now added the option to search. So you can search for payment cards, transactions, passes and tickets, or orders. And if you're using Apple Pay, it will now allow you to use rewards and installments for in-store purchases. So some nice little updates there to the Wallet app. Now there's a couple things I wanted to mention between iPad and Apple Watch. The iPad has added the phone app. I'm not sure why I didn't mention this in my iPad OS 26 Beta 1 video, but there's now the phone app across all devices. It still relays, though, from your iPhone. Some people have asked me that question. Also, another thing I wanted to mention has to do with the Apple Watch. Within the Apple Watch, if I press a button on the side, it sort of indents here on the side, just like iPhone does. So watch right there. It indents a little bit, push it again, and it goes back. So you've got the little indents on the side when you push a button now. Also within here, people have been asking me, where is the little water eject button? If you're not seeing it here, go into your control center, go to edit, and then you can scroll down and you actually have the option for it. So if we go in here, you'll need to add though. Go ahead and add and go to water lock, and then you can get it back. So if you want to have that back, you'll now have the option, and you can use the water lock or the water eject tool to get water out of your Apple Watch. So that's everything so far in iOS 26. As we continue to find more and more features, of course, I'll continue to share them with you, but I would expect refinements by the time it's released to the public from things such as maybe more contrast in the control center, better readability, overall design changes, and much more. Let me know so far what your favorite feature is in iOS 26, and of course, I'll link this wallpaper in the description like I normally do. If you haven't subscribed already, though, please subscribe, and if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. As always, thanks for...
Fuck. I ain't just fucking this dumbass nigga. That was decent though. This nigga on the different side of the street. What the fuck? Tweaking. This nigga tweaking.
shake.
Nowadays, Dad, beers tell stories.
Bobby, beers don't need to tell stories. They just need a fridge to keep them cold. Nobody likes a warm beer. The end.
5 stars?
I'm going to give you a 4. That way it gives you something to work towards.
Let me know when you need me to take over, since I'm a professional now.
A professional comedian if you think I'm going to let you take over for me.
I don't even know what to play right now. Cat. Definitely cat. They old as hell. Hmm. Excuse me.
I've been using Spotify for years now, and it's been an overall pretty decent app to me. I can't really find too much to complain about, and then they decided to increase the price of the family plan to $19.99 a month. But it also had me thinking, is it time to look at other options? And that's what I've been doing. I've completely replaced Spotify with Apple Music the last 6 months, and am I thinking about switching back? Well, let's talk about it. Both Spotify and Apple Music on paper offer very similar services. They're both giant libraries of music that you can stream and have multiple ways to listen to that music. But that's like calling a cheetah and a cat both felines. Yeah, that's technically true, but one of them will rip your face off and the other is the fastest land mammal on Earth. They're not the same. So while they offer some very similar features like collaborative playlists, download for offline listening, and follow along lyrics, there's also a lot of different features that set these two apart. So here's my experience using the two so that you can make the best choice for yourself. Just keep in mind, I'm mainly focused on the differences between these platforms in this video, not the entire feature sets of both. Let's start off with pricing. Here in the US, Spotify and Apple Music are priced very similarly, and they trade blows depending on just exactly what you want. Spotify, at least on the lower end pricing rungs, is unique because they offer a free tier with ads and limited skips, making Spotify a very easy service to begin using because you don't necessarily have to pay for it. If you're a student, they offer a very cheap student plan, but the unique thing about it is you also get Hulu with ads access too, only with that student plan though. However, once you start going up the pricing ladder, you quickly notice that Apple's family plan is cheaper, and if you use other Apple services, their Apple One bundled plan might save you more money in the long run too. So if your primary concern about switching is pricing, there's really no correct answer, only what's your current life situation. Does baby Timmy need a streaming service subscription? No, but maybe you're a student and getting free Hulu does sound nice. Something that Spotify just gets right is the social aspect of music. They inform you of upcoming concerts, give you access to some pre-sale tickets to artists you listen to, show you listening stats of each track, and of course, who can forget Spotify Wrapped at the end of each year, where people bond over how much time they spent listening to their favorite artists and where their musical tastes are located. It's such a social platform that feels more than just a music listening app. But at the same time, you could argue, hey, I don't want my music player to be a platform for advertisements of upcoming concerts and merch, and that's fine too. That's closer to what Apple Music offers, a more simple, solely music-focused experience. But if you're looking past the music and beyond that, and looking for more information about the artists you're listening to and sharing experiences with friends, Spotify has really got it down. It's no comparison at all. So that leads to a more interesting point. Despite being a music-focused platform, Spotify really struggles with music quality. Using Apple Music, it's easy to see how much lower quality Spotify's music actually is. I'm not saying you're getting two different versions of a track. You're not getting a staticky, blurry mess on Spotify and an ASMR like spine tingles with Apple Music. It's still the same track. But with all things being equal, the Apple Music version plays, to put it in an easy to understand video terms, the 4K version when Spotify is playing the 1080p version. The bitrate is higher with Apple Music offering lossless audio and Dolby Atmos mixes for music. What does that mean though? Lossless audio is the music in its purest form before it gets downsampled and compressed into what you eventually hear on Spotify. Dolby Atmos is like making your music surround sound instead of stereo. And when Dolby Atmos tracks are done right, it sounds so good. Like, that alone puts a huge point for Apple Music. It's also the sole reason that made me interested in trying out Apple Music in the first place, and it's one of those things that if you tried it as it was intended, it's hard to imagine going back to how things were in the past. But the opposite is true too. If you don't have devices that can listen to Dolby Atmos or lossless music, or you don't have any interest in it, or you just like to listen to stuff ambiently in the background, Spotify is fine. But if you're looking for a better music listening experience, Apple Music. Okay, UIs. The way the UIs and features are set up for both apps really show their history. Spotify started in the age where streaming was starting to really find its legs and social media was getting bigger and bigger. With faster and faster mobile internet speeds picking up in the early 2010s, overall smartphone usage was starting to pick up. And we were, for better or for worse, starting to use social media more and more. So Spotify was kind of the same, almost like a social media platform for music. You could connect your Facebook account, see what your friends were listening to, whatever. It was cool, and those sort of social media aspects are still there, but much more toned down now. As for Apple Music, I think I'm showing my age here, but you can really feel its iTunes roots here. See, before Apple Music, there were dinosaurs, there was iTunes, the iTunes Store, and buying songs that you can download onto your iPod. You know, a device made specifically for listening to music. And you can see a lot of it in the Apple Music app very clearly. Everything is a lot more simple, and there are less things getting in the way between you and music. It's almost kind of plain. So Spotify feels like a social music app through and through, while Apple Music feels like a music player that has slowly become a streaming app, and it shows. Which side is better for the user? Neither. It's what approach you vibe with more, but because of that multi-decades old musical history with the iPod, Apple Music does feel way more focused on music. So if you have an iPhone, open up the Music app. This is where Apple Music is stored on your iPhone. And everything just lives in that single app. Between your streamed music, your iTunes purchased music, and music that you own on your computer, all on a single device. It's the complete all-in-one package, except if you're an Android device. There's currently no official way to directly download your old iTunes purchases to your Android device. For Spotify, sure, they have a large library of music as is, but if there's any tracks that you can't find on Spotify and you own a local copy, you can move it onto Spotify, but it's only for that specific device. If you want it on Spotify for other devices that you own as well, then you also have to download that track for each of those devices and connect it in that Spotify app, which can be annoying if you listen to music on multiple devices. So when it comes to your library and existing music, Apple Music is just so good at it. But what about new music? This is where I think Spotify really has an advantage, because I don't know how they do it. Maybe they're spying on me or listening in on every conversation, but they just get me, you know? Their suggestions for my Discover Weekly is just constantly spot on. And while I might not love every single track that they pick, I do typically like a huge chunk of them, enough to make a decently sized play this in the background as I'm busy type of playlist. Just overall, their curated playlists work great for finding new music from artists I've never heard from. I can genuinely say that Spotify was the main way that I discovered new music and expanded my musical tastes. I loved opening my Spotify app every Monday to see what new tracks Spotify thought I would like. Apple Music, I mean, their Discovery Station and new music mixes are fine, but I can't say that I consistently love what they play, and it feels like the number of songs I end up putting on my liked playlist has been much smaller than when I was on Spotify. This might be because it's only been 6 months and a decent chunk of time I'm playing Apple Music in the car, and my wife sometimes changes the music to something she likes, so our tastes kind of get jumbled together. The algorithm kind of gets fumbled up there, but even considering that, it's still not that great because we did the same thing with Spotify. She would change my music there too. I guess you can see the trend. But I was still consistently liking the Spotify picks more. Not just that, but the overall Spotify playlists available are just so much more diverse and musically interesting. So if there's one standout feature on Spotify that I've desperately missed, it's this music discovery on the platform. They're just so good at it. Okay, in terms of the number of platforms that these two music giants are supported on, Spotify and Apple Music are very similar. But where they differ is sharing across these platforms. With Apple Music, you're limited by what your current device can output to. So just for example, right, on an iPhone, you can AirPlay it to different speakers and devices connected to things through Bluetooth, or just play it through the speakers of your phone. And that's great, but Spotify takes this even further. It does all that, but you can also play your music on devices signed into your Spotify account from any other device. So if I wanted to play a track on my laptop, but control it from my phone, I can. But the downside is, with Spotify, you can only play music off that account to one device at a time. So you can't use the same account to play different tracks on different devices at the same time. On Apple Music, you can. If I want some heavy metal playing in the studio and some girly pop in the living room off the same account, I can. All right, obviously, these two aren't the only music streaming services that are offered. There's so much more. I haven't even tried all these services in as much detail as I have these two, but they all have something unique about them. Tidal has a heavy emphasis on sound quality, and if all you care about is the quality of the music you're streaming, Tidal can play lossless audio to your ears as long as you have the right setup for it, audiophile equipment and all. Otherwise, it's kind of like any other music streaming service with its own catalog and UI. Amazon Music is included automatically if you have a Prime subscription already, and they also have a large catalog of music. But if you want higher bitrate tracks, you're going to have to go for the unlimited plan, which is another price you have to pay even if you already have a Prime subscription. And this costs very similarly to Spotify or Apple Music anyway. But the fact that it comes standard with Amazon Prime makes it a more cost-effective option if you already pay for that. YouTube Music, it can be purchased separately, but comes included if you purchase YouTube Premium. Now, I may be a little biased because, let's face it, I make money off of YouTube videos, but YouTube Premium removes ads from videos, but a very tiny portion of your subscription goes towards creators that you watch. And the rate YouTubers get from premium subscribers is actually much higher than the rates we get off of members who just watch ads. So premium is very nice to have, but it's also kind of expensive. And let's be real here, I don't know too many people who use Apple Music as their main music platform, but it's 100% the most unique because it has a large library of music like other platforms, but it also has plenty of user-generated tracks on there as well, which is pretty cool if you're really into a niche of a niche of a niche of music. Now, if you're debating between each of these platforms, you might want to see if the music you like to listen to is available on them. Obviously, the more trendy and popular tracks will be on all of these platforms, but maybe there's a subgenre of a subgenre you genuinely love that you think only exists on one, but not the other. I'd be worried about that too. If you don't know if the service you're trying to switch to has the music you really need, you can use an app like SongShift to move playlists from one streaming service to another to see if any tracks don't make it over successfully.
As I was about to export this video, I just found out that SongShift has been directly integrated into Apple Music when you transfer over your Spotify playlist. I haven't personally tried it out yet, but it's nice that this feature is now being added natively into the app itself.
Also, it's just an overall great tool to transfer playlists between different services too, instead of manually moving thousands of tracks. Okay, so I know this video has been very information-packed, but let's both just take a deep breath because it's conclusion time. Am I thinking of switching back to Spotify, or am I staying on Apple Music? This is difficult because I like both. Genuinely, I do. But I think for now, I'm staying with Apple Music. It's a little cheaper for me because I have the family plan, and I really enjoy Dolby Atmos and lossless audio. But I love music discovery on Spotify, and I miss it so much. I feel like I'm musically regressing with Apple Music. If Spotify ever finally decides to add in lossless or Dolby Atmos, even at a higher price tier, I would 100% consider coming back. I do like all the additional features Spotify has, and I do think it's better for my own life, but at the same time, it's kind of nice to have the simplicity simplicity of Apple Music sometimes. But that's the thing, right? Between these two services and even the other ones I talked about, none of them are perfect. And I hate to end a video this way, but it's more about the type of features that matter the most to you and what compromises you're willing to deal with to get those features. Because you really can't have it all in this case. This will differ from person to person and how you're listening to music in your life right now, but I do think you really can't go wrong with either. Is your life more about music discovery and the social aspects of music, or is it more revolved around listening to music at a higher quality with less distractions in your life? Neither options are wrong, just different, and at the end of the day, it's up to you with all this new info to decide what's best for yourself. I've made mine, and I hope this helps with yours too. Anyway, what do you personally think? Did I make the right decision choosing the one that I did for my own life? My choice might change yearly because these platforms are constantly adding new features and changing their prices. And this video will probably be a bit outdated in 5 years. Did this help you make your own decision? Let me know down in the comment section below if I missed anything.
Damn, my old hoes shaking. Damn, why the old hoes shaking ass like that?
I'll see you all next time.
Let's play some Halo.
Three of the top priorities for us are it's just not an important thing for reach. I get a lot of hate for this.
Why am I not getting the views I feel I deserve?
This is the multi-chat overlay that I've been using on my stream that combines Twitch chat and YouTube chat and displays them as a single stream of messages on screen. Nice. I made this myself, so if you've seen this from someone else, either they stole it or I stole it. Either way, it's super customizable. You can change the fonts, it's got custom emote support, and there's even a horizontal version that puts all of the messages in one thin little line, so it's super compact and doesn't get in the way of your gameplay. This has been a staple of my stream for like the past 6 years, so I wanted to make my own new and improved version for you guys.
Doesn't Twitch not allow you to combine chats on screen? It's against 2US. You're gonna get banned.
Show me. Show me one person that's been banned for combining chats on screen. I'll wait. This video needs to be 8 minutes long anyway. I got all day. It's got profile pictures built into it, gigantified emote support, and the ability for some of your viewers to directly post images into chat, which could be really funny or really dangerous depending on how you set it up. It's got built-in alerts too, so if you get a Twitch sub, you get a purple notification, and if it's a YouTube member, you get a red notification. I put this up early for tier 2 members on my website, nutty.gg. That's where I've been uploading my custom stream.
Halo. Gotta keep it pimping. Shit. You know. I'm pimping, sometimes simping. There's a couple hoes. There's a fancy different. Copy it. Hello. Can y'all hear me? What about now? Hello? All right. Hey, keep it pimping. Sometimes I like it. Hoes. Different. Pimping. Keep it pimping. A couple hoes. Pussy different. What is going on? Yeah, I heard this song before. This shit kind of going nuts. Nigga, what the fuck? Follow me. Just follow me. Just follow me. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, wait. Hey, hey. Damn, they want $40 for this shit. Oh man, this shit going crazy. What the fuck, Kick doing over here, bro? Man, man. God damn, bro.
Slayer.
Mm.
Beat him to a pulp, Spartan.
What kind of fucking gun is this? Hell no.
Down, and not getting up. No coming back from that.
No dollar signs. You can't the fuck. I ain't no picture of this bitch. What the fuck kind of shit is this?
Power items incoming.
What the fuck, bro?
Lost the lead.
I don't understand this fucking. Alright, 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 alright. Bro, what the fuck kind of fucking shit is this?
That seven sniper inbound. You make those bullets sing, Spartan.
Gained the lead.
That seven sniper available.
Oh god.
Spartan down.
what the fuck, bro? This gun fucking sucks. What the fuck?
Nearing victory.
Power items on the field.
Get the fuck out of here, nigga. I shot that shit.
We gotta neutralize that
I
enemy
ain't playing this. Okay, bro. Alright.
Five minutes remaining.
In my sight.
Wow. Jesus this fucking gun sucks. I'm never playing this fucking gun again. Like, why the fuck is it so hard just to not to add this like a BR only playlist? Like, what the fuck?
Power items inbound.
Spartan down.
Overshield over here.
Power items have arrived.
I've got an overshield.
Plasma grenades acquired.
Victory.
Get the fuck out of here with this bullshit now. Alright, so Rory. Took down to the plain Jane. No tools on Sunday. Yeah. Yeah. VR starts. No cap. Can't play then. No tools on Sunday. Sunrise on my rain. Big Johns and pleasure. No tools on Sunday. Hey, 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 every day. Yeah, yeah. I gotta be grilled. Yeah, yeah. Okay, it's Sunday. Hmm. I'm just fucked up. Wow, since 20.
You don't put onions on the grill to season it. Put onions on the grill to let the neighbors know the shit's about to go down.
Slayer. Lost the lead.
Target spotted.
Power items on the way.
Enemy there.
Good shooting, Spartan.
Gained the lead.
Power items have arrived. Cut 'em up good.
In my sights. Target spot. In my sights.
Better them than us. Power weapons inbound.
Target spotted. S7 sniper.
Power weapons available. Oh, my heart is pounding. I don't even have one.
In my sights. Enemy there.
Pop their shields.
Power items inbound. Power items available.
Keep your head down.
Damn. Fuck.
Got multiple targets.
A good old-fashioned takedown.
Halfway to victory.
Enemy there. In my sights.
What the fuck? God damn.
Target spotted. In my sights.
Oh my God.
Spartan down.
Holy shit. Ha ha! Yo, this nigga going, what? It don't fucking overheat?
Power items on the way. Hostiles down and not getting up. Power
Oh
items
shit.
available.
He got the sword, y'all.
Grab that
I don't know if
S7.
I can hit me.
Yard sale.
saw that shit. You ain't slick, motherfucker. That man got the active camo.
Power items on the field.
Shot caller.
Tango's closing in.
I'm up good. Power weapons incoming.
S7 sniper here.
I choked. I fucking choked that shit. Talk to him, nigga. Smoke. Churches on the move, yeah. Super fly shit.
Slayer.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. midship? Damn, just us three? Shit.
Earn the most kills, and we win.
Oh, I fucking remember this. Oh! As soon as I said that shit, I fucking died. I remember this map. What the fuck? This nigga got spawn shield. Goddamn. That's spawn shield. Over shit. Come on, slimy bitch.
Cut him up good.
Hey, weak.
We've lost a teammate. Shields down. Above us. Stay mobile.
What the fuck? Man, how does this nigga get behind me? I don't fucking know. Oh shit. What it look like, nigga?
Good old-fashioned takedown.
I'm frying in, nigga.
In my sights. Tango's closing in.
Power items on the way.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Power items have arrived. Good shooting, Spartan.
What it look like, nigga? Ah! What you riding in, nigga? Can't even sprint this bitch. It could have kept the sprint functionality. I'm dead. Oh shit. Get money.
Enemy halfway to victory.
Fuck.
Keep your head down.
Second sniper available.
Come on, bro. Come on, bruh. The mind them don't like that.
Shooting, Spartan.
Damn, motherfucking double kill, bitch. The mandam.
Enemy shields down.
Parking lot, pin.
Up there.
Power items incoming.
Fuck.
Power items on the field.
Ooh!
No scope. Enemy team nearing victory.
What the fuck? You got sniped. don't get clusterfuck like that.
Glad I'm in your head and not that head.
Defeat.
There we go. And loose. Some assault. I could rather bitch. Walk. Hey. Head of the year. California. No. What the fuck? Yeah, got the jizzy glizzy. uh. Ghetto big booty bad bitches. Check, son. You feel like a yo, hey yo, cook that motherfucker, cook them. That here's a version that cuts deep, real disrespect, but still clever. You talk tough, but couldn't scare the shadow. The type to get loud, then apologize in lowercase. Ain't nobody scared of a dude built like a wow. Always trying to connect, but never hit. You never even a threat. You warning label. Yo, yo, this nigga is wildin'. Just ahead, I got something cold and savage, but I'm not gonna cross into that bullying or promote harm. That said, his roof will drag you by your soul type, bro. You're really the type of nigga that should have stayed a thought. Everything about you screamed disappointment from the weak ass one flat house.
King of the
Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. Oh, I remember this. This is Halo 2. I definitely remember this, man. The bitch on me.
Hill incoming.
Step 1, take the hill. Step 2, don't die. Got it.
Energy sword here.
Hill control. Enemy
Oh
team
shit, oh
took
shit.
the hill.
You- come on, bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Tango's closing in. Keep your head down.
Hill control.
Snipers.
Enemy there.
Shot caller. Double kill. Enemy team took the
Holy
hill.
fuck.
Take cover.
Hill incoming.
Yeah, sniper.
Hill ready.
Take cover. Shields down.
Enemy team took the hill.
In my sights.
Has Bill talk to him if I'm cracked tonight.
Another one down.
What the fuck? Come on, bro.
Hill control.
Ooh, you make those bullets sing, Spartan.
Hill incoming.
Target spotted.
Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill.
Tango's closing in. Enemy there.
A good old-fashioned takedown.
Thank you. Come on, get him. Thank you. What's up, bitch? Need my money pronto.
That 7 sniper inbound.
Hill control.
In my sights.
What's up, bitch? Need my money.
Enemy team took the hill.
Closing in. Enemy there.
Hill incoming.
What the fuck?
Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill.
Huh? Huh?
Hill control.
What the fuck? I turn my POV real quick. 'Cause this shit kind of intense.
Power weapons inbound.
Taking cover.
You make those bullets sting, Spark. Power weapons on the field. Overshield inbound. Overshield available.
Target spotted.
Oh shit.
Enemy team took the hill. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Hill control.
Bruh. Brother. Thank you. I have a felony. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
Enemy team took the hill.
Jesus. Come on, what the fuck? Why we can't get the heal in this bitch?
Shields are down.
Bro. Damn, get.
Spartans are closing in.
Hill control. Hill incoming. Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill.
Fuck.
Power weapons incoming.
Kill. Hill control.
I'm trying, man.
Overshield inbound.
Hill control.
Overshield available.
They didn't see that.
Fuck! Fuck!
The hill. Hill incoming.
Spartan down.
Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill. Hill control. Double kill.
Target spotted.
Enemy team took the hill.
Cause I'm on it. I'm on it.
Hill control. Hill incoming. Hill ready.
Power weapons incoming.
attention, baby.
Overshield available.
Come on, come on, come on.
Took the hill.
What the fuck? Alright, bro. Up top.
That's 7 sniper inbound.
Hill incoming. Hill ready.
That's 7 sniper available.
Fuck me. God damn it.
Enemy team took the hill.
This nigga got the motherfucking sword and shit.
Enemy team took the hill. Spartan down. Hill control.
What's left of it?
Enemy team took the hill.
M41 spanker inbound.
Hill incoming. Double kill.
M41 spanker available.
Hill ready.
Fuck! Where the fuck this nigga come from? Behind y'all.
Hill control. 1 minute remaining.
Overshield inbound.
Hill control.
Overshield available.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Team took the hill. Enemy team took the hill.
Come on, get him. Come on, man.
Hill incoming. Hill ready. Enemy team took the hill. Hill control.
Holy shit, don't spread out. Behind y'all, behind. Bitch.
Shields are down.
Hold this bitch down. Come on, come on. There we go.
Enemy team took the hill.
Power weapons on the way. Better than us.
Defeat.
Come on, bro. Fuck this nigga, bro. Fuck you. This nigga have fucking a running riot. I mean, kill frenzy. Fuck this guy. Don't fight with the bitch. Don't fight with the bitch. Just one night, not life with the bitch. Gang.